What's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Houston Astros beat the Texas Rangers 5-3 in the series opener of the Lone Star State Series, and great win for the Astros. I mean, the Astros played some great baseball in this game, hit the ball well, pitched the ball. I mean, the Astros pitching today was unbelievable. Blanco, his second straight unbelievable game. I believe in his last two starts against the Rangers and the Dodgers. Those are two teams, two of the, honestly, in my opinion, you're looking at two of maybe the top 7, top 8 teams in baseball and have some of the best hitting lineups. Dodgers got Mookie Betts, JD Martinez, Freddie Freeman. List goes on of the players the Dodgers have in their lineup. Rangers got Marcus Semien, Corey Seager, Nathaniel Lowe, Adolis Garcia, Josh Young, and Heim. And Blanco, in his last two starts, has only gave up, I think, 6 or 7 hits. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 hits he gave up against the Dodgers, but tonight he only gave up 4 hits to the Rangers. So in his last 2 starts, he's pitched 11 innings. He's given up, I think, in the one game against I think he gave up 3 earned runs he's only given up 6 earned runs with only 6 hits and 11 innings in his last 2 starts against, two of the best hitting lineups in baseball with the Rangers and the Dodgers. I've been really impressed with Ronald Blanco's last 2 starts, and he did even better today than he did in his last outing. Well, I don't know. I mean, he gave up more hits today, but it was only 2 more hits, and his last outing he gave up 2 hits. So I thought Blanco pitched very well for the Astros today. Let's get into it. I mean, it looks like maybe that 10-run curse is starting to end for the Astros because, I mean, the 2 games before this, the last 2 games against the Cardinals, we scored 24 runs. We had back-to-back runs. We had back-to-back games with 10-plus runs. And right there, that kind of showed, that 10-run curse might be over. Today, after scoring 14 runs, after scoring 10 runs before that, I was extremely nervous the Astros were going to be, completely, hitting-wise, we're going to just be cold today. And no, the Astros scored 5 runs after scoring 24 runs in the previous 2 games. So I was really impressed with the Astros today. All around, great game for the Astros. With this win, we're going into the series. We are 5 games back from first place. We're sitting in second place in the division. And now we are 4 games back from the Rangers. And I'm not saying we're going to get a 4-game sweep. I actually don't think there's any way. And I hope now that I said that, the Astros can pull that off. But if you're able to pull off a 4-game sweep, which I feel like there's a 99% chance you can't, even though the Astros won the first game. The Rangers are one of the best teams in baseball. Even though the Astros are a good team, have a good lineup, have good pitchers, they're not going to be able to win 4 straight games against them. But I think the Astros could maybe win, if not 2, 3 out of the 4 games in this series. But if the Astros could maybe potentially pull off a 4-game sweep, which would definitely be the best series of the season for the Astros would only be 1 game back from the Texas Rangers. But just going over the division and what it looks like after this game, once the Lone Star series started. But let's go over the game. So 5-3 is the final score. 8 hits for the Astros, 5 for the Rangers. 1 error in the ballgame. It belongs to the Astros. The win goes to Ronald Blanco, his second straight. No, it's not his second straight win for the Astros because he lost. He didn't lose his last outing, but he didn't win it either. But he's 2-0 in the season. 5 innings for Ronald Blanco today. 3 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 4 walks, and only give up 4 hits. Loss goes to John Gray. He's 6-4 in the season. Astros gave him some trouble today. He went 6 innings with 5 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Save goes to Ryan Presley. Man, Ryan Presley's been on fire again. He started to heat up, and I love to see it for Presley. His 16th save of the season. He pitched in the ninth, 0 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 0 walks. Astros scoring summary. Altuve with a leadoff home run in the first inning. Jose Altuve home run to center, 421 feet, and it's 1-0. So Altuve starts the Astros off. But then in the first and fourth inning, the Rangers scored the next 3. Nathaniel Lowe, who grounds into the most double plays for the Rangers, grounded into a double play, but luckily the runner was able to score, which the runner was Semien, and it was tied. It was tied up at 1. Then, next thing you know, in the fourth inning, the Rangers hit back-to-back home runs. Josh Young and Heim would hit home runs. home run to right center, 392 feet for Young. It's 1-2, and then Heim would hit a home run to center, 415 feet. It's 1-3. The Astros in the fifth inning would make the game make the deficit only 1 run instead of 2. Altuve would get his second RBI for the Astros, and at that point would only be the Astros. Runs scored would be all RBIs on Altuve, and would be a ground out to shortstop. McCormick would be able to score, and it would be 2-3. And then the Astros would score their last runs in the 6th inning, as the Astros would have a 3-run 6th inning, as the Astros would get some runners on, as they started off by getting they started it off by Yainer Diaz getting a single in the 6th inning, then Jose Abreu who was already on base with a single. So Abreu singled, then Yainer Diaz singled. The Astros had runners on first and second, and then Dubon crushed one down the left line for a double to left. Diaz scored, and Abreu scored, and Dubon got to third as the Rangers tried to make the throw at home to try to get Yainer Diaz, which they failed, and Dubon was able to get to third. So then it was 4-3. Then with Dubon being at third, Jake Myers, the next batter after Chas McCormick, would be able to hit a sacrifice fly to right. Dubon would score, and it would be 5-3. That is it for the scoring for the Astros. Jose Altuve went 1 for 5 today with his leadoff home run, but also had a ground out RBI. That would be it for Jose today. Alex Bregman would have 2 walks today in the 3rd and 5th inning, but would go 0 for 2, but had 2 walks. Kyle Tucker was 1 for 4 with a single to center, but that was it for Kyle Tucker. Jose Abreu was 1 for 4 in this ballgame. He had a single to left in the 6th inning, but that was it for Abreu. Also scored a run. Yainer Diaz was 1 for 4 as well, a single in the 6th inning to left. Abreu to second. Dubon with the biggest hit of the night for the Astros, getting a RBI double that scored Diaz and Abreu to give the Astros the 4-3 lead. Chas McCormick had an excellent night for the Astros. Had a second and fifth inning, both singles. Second inning single, 5th inning single. Scored a run in the 5th inning as well, and had a spectacular catch. I think it was either the 7th or 8th inning, but had an amazing. I think it was the 8th inning, but he had an amazing catch in left field tonight. Diving catch. Jake Myers was 1 for 3 today. He hit a sacrifice fly in the 6th inning to get an RBI. Dubon scored, and then hit a single to left. McCormick to second in the 5th inning, which would continue a rally for the Astros to score a run, and that would be it for Jake Myers. And then Martin Maldonado went 0 for 3 today, but sacrificed in the 5th inning after Jake Myers hit the single to get McCormick to second and himself to first. Martin Maldonado sacrificed to first, which got Myers to second and McCormick to third. So really good sacrifice bunt by Maldonado there, which next batter got Altuve to get the RBI. So Maldonado helped Altuve get the RBI there. Besides Blanco and Presley pitching tonight, here were the other pitchers for the Astros. Maton pitched in the 6th inning. He had 2 strikeouts. Maton was excellent for the Astros. Hector Neris had a strikeout in the 7th inning, 0 hits, 0 walks. They all had, in 4 innings for the bullpen, the Astros bullpen in 4 innings only gave up 1 hit, and that 1 hit was by Brian Abreu. And that 1 hit that Brian Abreu gave up was to someone in Adolis Garcia, who has pretty much destroyed him in his career, in his limited amount of times faced him. With that hit, Adolis Garcia is like 3 for 7. Yeah, 3 for 7 against. Adolis Garcia is 3 for 7 against Brian Abreu, and has had 2 home runs and now a double. That was a double by Adolis Garcia, but I mean, great hit. It was a great hit by Adolis Garcia, but Brian Abreu was able to get out of the inning, got a strikeout, and that was it. Then in the 8th, and then Presley got the save in the 9th. But that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And your thoughts on the Astros game today. The Astros will try to, go get the win tomorrow. If the Astros are able to get the win tomorrow, which will be very hard because the Astros lineup is facing Nathan Eovaldi after scoring 29 runs in the last 3 games, and the Astros have Hunter. Well, nothing wrong with Hunter Brown. It's just we're facing Nathan Eovaldi, so it'll be interesting to see how the Astros do tomorrow. You guys have any thoughts, Astros fans? That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Go Astros.